First of all, Resident Evil Requiem is finally happening and it's dropping February 2026. And it's about to blow the horror scene wide open. Like, Capcom is bringing back the classic Raccoon City nightmare but with some next-gen graphics that'll definitely have you shook. You're Grace, an FBI analyst who's low-key scared but then packs some serious heat. Think survival horror mixed with emotional trauma and pure adrenaline. And the best part is, you can actually flip between first and third person on the fly, making every chase and jump scare hit super different. Not just saying your grandma's Resi game, it is a full-on horror roller coaster. It's definitely one to watch. The second most anticipated horror game is A.I.L.A, and it just dropped a raw 2-minute gameplay trailer, looking straight up terrifying. This first-person horror game throws you into a town gone mad, where every corner screams bizarre. You play someone stuck in this nightmare, hunting for answers while battling these crazy body horror monsters that'll definitely freak out, differently depending on how you fight them. The weapon system is just next level real. Gotta check your gun's condition, swap ammo and craft smart, or you're toast. It's survival horror with serious brains, forcing you to strategize every move. It's also powered by Unreal Engine 5 and is absolutely bone-chilling. No release date yet. With that being said, Hellmart is about to flip the convenience store horror genre on its head. And if you think working night shifts is boring, think again. This game throws you into the creepiest, most twisted night shift ever, where the customers aren't just weird, they're downright evil. By day, you're restocking shelves and hitting sales goals, but when night falls, it's all about locking down. Watching security cams and fighting off horrors trying to break in. The AI actually adapts to your every move, it's said, so no two shifts are gonna ever feel the same. If you're ready for some intense strategy and bone-chilling scares, Hellmart might be your next obsession, although we're still waiting.
What can you tell me about the Baron?
He's a narcissistic sociopath. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats. God only knows what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
Dying Light the Beast is coming in pretty hot this August 22, and it's about to be something different. It ain't some side spin-off, it's real deal. Dying Light 3 is everything but name. Picture Kyle Crane back in a twisted, abandoned Swiss and Alps in a town called Castlewoods. The tension's just off the charts. Zombies, parkour, brutal survival mechanics, and 4-player co-op to squad up with your crew and wreak havoc is something different. I mean, Techland heard us loud and clear. They brought back the raw hardcore horror we wanted. If you're ready for some pure adrenaline and scares that stick with you, mark your calendars, August 22. Don't sleep on this.
Pay for what he did to me. All the years he took from me. All the agony he put me through.
You want revenge?
Damn right I do!
The predecessor, ND3500, reached. Accessing predecessor's travel log. Attempting data salvage.
Blooper Team, you know, the folks behind Silent Hill 2 Remake, are cooking up Cronos the New Dawn, and it's looking like a heavy dose of big retro survival horror. First of all, the game is set in a post-apocalyptic post-Poland. You're a time-traveling traveler trying to undo the mess known as the Change. In fact, the twist is, these enemies are called orphans, and they can absorb corpses and evolve in the middle of the fight, and if you don't burn them fast, it's gonna be up your bum. There's fuel, but it's limited, so good luck with that, burning them. It's got a story jumping between timelines, definitely shaping out to be something layered and tense. It's out fall 2025 on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC.
They seem to act more consistently, in coordination.
Destroying the nest is now a priority.
Such is our calling.
Such is our calling.
And not just that, Silent Hill 1 Remake is officially happening too. Konami and Blooper Team are teaming up again to drag us back into the fog, and honestly, the teaser may be short, but hearing that twisted banjo theme again hit really hard. No release date yet, barely any gameplay, just pure vibes, and those vibes are crusty PlayStation 5 trauma with Unreal Engine 5 makeup. If Blooper Team plays this one like Silent Hill 2 Remake, it's gonna be everything. Whether you are a die-hard or a doubler, Silent Hill Siren, call us back and we're all following it again.
And it's not finished with you yet. What is happening? The lines. They're fading. Where the island ends, you begin.
This was originally a Doom mod back in the day. Now back with the title Total Chaos, an IP of its own like Dota, and one that seems to be doing it right. Total Chaos re-emerges as a full standalone survival horror game, and it's looking brutal. It's in the decaying ruins of an abandoned mining colony. It's a first-person horror classic that pretty much trades firepower for fear. There's no sprint button, the constant hunger is gonna keep you on your edge. It's got all the survival mechanics, it's pretty grim, slow burning, and loud with retro horror DNA. Diesel just dropped a new trailer ahead of its full release, and it's like if Stalker, Silent Hill, and old school Resident Evil had a big baby.
Every choice you've made. Strange how fragile truth becomes here. Stranger still how much you trusted. Here you are, tracking yourself deeper. I'll be waiting for you. Down in the mines. We'll confront the source of all this suffering. And maybe, buried beneath it all, lies an answer.
To do this, just lower the gun.
Not until you move from the scanner.
Those things can change shape.
Moving on to number 8, it is Directive 8020. One of the rather intense survival horror games on the horizon, and it's finally here with a release date of October 2. In Directive 8020, you're basically trapped in another constellation. with an alien organism hunting the crew. This creature can mimic anyone, so figuring out who to trust becomes a game of life and death. Every choice you make impacts your survival, and one wrong move could seal your fate. This is developed by Supermassive Games, so it's got the atmosphere, tension, and high stakes right on the money. It's coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC on release.
Turning Points is a new narrative system which allows you to go back and change the outcome of your choices. As with all our games.
Anna? Are you okay?
Moving on to number 9, it is the long-awaited Tormented Souls 2. This time the story picks up right where the first game left off, with Caroline and her sister Anna trying to live a life until everything goes sideways. Now, Anna starts seeing freaky stuff and drawing visions that start becoming real. So Caroline then heads to this sketchy mountain town called Villages to save her. This game's got all the good survival horror vibes, creepy convents, messed up enemies, puzzles, and janky weapons like nail guns and chainsaws. You can even flip between different realities and your choices actually matter. Here's how it looks.
Sleep. I cannot sleep. I must not sleep.
At number 10, it is a brand new IP called Sleep Awake. It's a first-person horror trip that's part Spec Ops: The Line, part Into the Void, and all kinds of bizarre. You play as a female protagonist stuck in the last city on Earth where sleep means vanishing into the hush forever. Cults roam the streets, reality is melting at the edges, and your job is to stay awake, solve puzzles, and not die. This is actually led by the guy behind Spec Ops and features a soundscape cooked up by 9 Inch Nails' Robin Fink. It's that kind of a game. It's pretty stylish, terrifying, and genuinely trippy. If Control had a sleep paralysis episode, it'll probably look like this.
Awake!
Resisting the inevitable comes at a cost. Give me your idea.
Here's one that mashes every kind of fear together. A.I.L.A. is a first-person horror game where you're this unlucky tester for a super advanced AI that builds nightmares based on your feedback. Yeah, no thanks. You're gonna be running from cults, fight medieval zombies, solve gnarly puzzles, and it all looks freakishly real thanks to the Unreal Engine 5 and Lumen Lighting. It's giving PT meets Fear Effect meets Amnesia with a dash of Phobia. Makes sense, it's actually from the Phobia developers. Basically, the more scared you get, the worse it gets. It's coming in 2025, but A.I.L.A. already looks like a fear machine with your own name on it.
Hello, Samuel. My name is A.I.L.A.
Coming up behind that at number 12, we have the Bornless, and I've said it before, this one's got real potential. Imagine a high-stakes extraction shooter where survival isn't just about gunning down the enemies, but also dodging literal demons and playing mind games with the enemies and your other rivals. That's what we're looking at over here. The story is, you start in a creepy, isolated cabin with your partner. You get to scavenge for supplies, and then things get weird. You've got to perform rituals to summon forces, except the second you do that, everybody knows where you are, so you're cooked. It's part PvP, part horror survival, and if they nail the pacing right, it's definitely going to be a sleeper hit. Up next at number 13 is Ritual Tides, a creepy new horror game made by developers who worked on Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption, and even Star Citizen. Here's the thing, you wake up on a remote island that's definitely got cult vibes, and the whole thing is just as unnerving as it sounds. The trailers, got all the sketchy, hand-drawn art, ritual imagery, and narration that feels a little too calm for this whole thing. Originally it was a PC-only launch, it's now coming to consoles too when it drops this fall if you're into Midsummer, the movie, meets Amnesia energy. This one's already looking like a twisted little gem. Stay tuned, gameplay review coming soon.
Masz. Wstrętna, wijąca się i oślizgła masz. Gdzie ja jestem do cholery?
No jak to gdzie? W jeziornych kolonii. No nie wygłupiaj się.
If you like what you see over here though, there is a demo for Holstin on Steam right now. It's a pixel art psychological survival horror game set in this decaying lakeside town in 1990s Eastern Europe. You're gonna be facing off all kinds of bizarre, solve puzzles and survive combat to pretty tense in a world that's equal parts Silent Hill and post-Soviet nightmare like Atomic Heart. What's cool is that the demo covers a full prologue with a bit of everything in it, from the over-the-shoulder gunplay to side-scrolling, claustrophobia, and some stunning lighting effects. It's pretty dark, tense, and drenched in dread. The full game will hit on all major platforms by the end of 2025.
Zrobię jazdę próbną, tam jest fajna trasa.
Proszę tego nie robić.
Już kurwa mać, daj kobiecie trochę prywatności.
Cholera jasna, proszę pani!
Przemyśl to.
Fiend, where's she gone to now?
Look at this one, soldier.
If this is another trick, I swear
Another hero, just like you. And nothing spells hero more than dying forgotten in some steeping trench.
You vile little...
Thank you for your service.
Here's one for the PlayStation 3 core crowd. Chains of Lukomorye. I think that's how it's pronounced. It's a third-person shooter soaked in Slavic folklore. The game is actually set in a post-World War I world where these Allied scientists' experiments have blown reality to bits. You play as a soldier on a surreal journey to find a lost love. Think Orpheus and Eurydice, but through war, trauma, and myth. It's got the creepy nasty dolls, this black cat, and lots of quick time events. I don't know. It's got the weird but science energy only mid-00s games had. If you miss the vibes of Spec Ops meet folklore with Eastern Europe flavor, keep an eye on this one. No date yet, but it's wishlistable on Steam right now.
Take the shot. You're welcome.
I didn't need your help.
then fight.
Dreadout 3 is officially on the way, landing on all consoles in 2026. The developers even just joked that it'll drop definitely after Grand Theft Auto 6, so yeah, it's real. And if you play the first two games, we already know this isn't your typical jumpscare fest of a game. This is a straight up Indonesian ghost terror, wrapped in this big, trippy, and creepy folklore-heavy nightmare. You're back as Linda, the ghost snapping high schooler turned keeper of the dark now, facing off against spirits, messed up rituals, and urban legends that definitely make your spine do backflips. It's just a pretty freaky mix of day-night exploration, smartphone ghost hunting puzzles, and switching between first and third person views on the fly. This one's definitely one to watch at least. Moving on to number 17, it is Crabmeat. It's a first-person point-and-click survival horror mashup from one of the folks behind Killbug and Justice Sucks. You play as a broke prisoner working off your debts by crabbing in the icy southern wastelands. Sounds chill, right? Well, it's not. You're out on a creepy, beat-up fishing vessel, running traps, fixing gear, keeping the ship alive, all while defending it from whatever's crawling at it deep. It's pretty short, weird, and totally unique. Think Deadliest Catch meets Iron Long with a twist of body horror and government dread. If you like strange, tense games that go off the rails fast, Crabmeat is probably it. At number 18, it is Ayasa, Shadow of the Silence. That's definitely shaping up to be a special treat. It's not just another platformer, though it is a platformer. This game blends horror and quest-driven exploration in just the best way possible. You're gonna be guiding this character through 6 different lands, each representing something like faith, greed, whatever, all while solving puzzles and fighting darkness at the same time. The real standout is the main character's unique powers. From time manipulation to invisibility, you're going to be using these abilities to outsmart the enemies and tackle some truly creative challenges along the way. Take a look. Void Martyrs at number 19 is coming straight for your guts and your save files as well. I know it's pretty weird to say those two things right after another. Anyway, it's a survival horror roguelike that throws you into the void as a nun in a spacesuit, like waging holy war against a biochemical plague. Space cathedrals, ships are gonna be your ground, and you're gonna gather resources and resist corruption. The twist is, though it's got a twist, On top of all that, you gotta stay pure or embrace as your choices will shape your sanctity. Anyway, this one already has a demo on Steam. I think it's coming to PC exclusively by the end of the year. And last but not least, we've got the Echo Paradox, a deeply mind-bending psychological horror game where you jump across alternative realities, universes, each one more broken than the last one. You're a test subject actually for a shady company exploring dead worlds that feel pretty off. Like, think Soma meets Control with a dash of Outer Wilds weirdness. These places look empty, but something's always watching. But it's not just about scares though, this one's seriously gonna mess with your mind. Reality is gonna warp, there's all kinds of puzzles, and the dread's supposed to build slow. If you like your horror, strange, slow burn, and totally existential, this one's for you.
Front door open.